Have you ever felt that same wave of emotion wash over you, again and again? That feeling of inadequacy when your boss gives vague feedback. That sudden fear of abandonment when your partner says something unexpected. Or that intense anger at a driver who cuts you off. Your first thought is always, again? Why am I feeling this? You feel trapped in a vicious cycle, replaying the same emotional scene over and over. We usually try to cope by either suppressing the feeling or completely surrendering to it. But what if I told you these recurring emotions are the character flaw? What if they're automatic software codes written by your brain based on past experiences? And what if I told you these codes aren't just read-only, but can be updated? Today, we're going to explore this emotional operating system working silently inside you. I'll give you a roadmap to understand and rewrite these patterns, not by just thinking positively, but by reprogramming yourself. If you're ready, let's begin. First, let's clear up a misconception. We often think of emotion as a sudden, uncontrollable storm, like a psychological fire alarm. But emotion is much more sophisticated. It's an archivist, a librarian for your memories. Deep in your brain, you have the amygdala, your danger detector, and the hippocampus, which records your memories. There's a superhighway between them. When the amygdala flags something as intensely emotional, it tells the hippocampus, register this one especially well. This is why you remember your happiest or most traumatic moments so vividly. Emotion is a high priority label on a memory. So let's say a teacher harshly shamed you in class as a child. Your amygdala sounded the alarm. Danger, social rejection. Your hippocampus filed away every detail of that moment, along with the intense shame. Years later, your boss frowns at you in a meeting. Your brain scans its archives and finds that old, emotionally charged teacher scolding file. It loads that powerful emotional response from the past shame, fear, inadequacy into the present. You perceive the boss's comment as far more damaging than it actually is. So emotion isn't just an alarm. It's your brain's archivist finding the most emotionally charged reference file to protect you. The problem is, this archivist is sometimes too fast and presents outdated files for new situations. So, how do we spot these outdated emotional programs? They leave behind three clear signatures. The first is disproportionate intensity. A small event, like an unanswered text, triggers a massive emotional reaction. Your rational mind knows you're overreacting, but your emotional system perceives an existential threat. This happens because the small event has poked a much larger, older wound. The second signature is a recurring pattern. You find yourself in different situations, with different people, but always ending up with the same feeling of abandonment in relationships, feeling worthless at work, or excluded from friendships. This isn't a coincidence. It's a script written inside you, and you unconsciously attract situations that confirm it. The third signature is automatic beliefs. Emotions rarely come alone. They bring automatic thoughts that you accept as truth. Anger brings, I'm always treated unfairly. Sadness brings, it will never get better. When you feel lonely, you think, nobody really loves me. These are just old subtitles playing over an old file. The moment you start noticing these three signatures, you begin to take your power back. You shift from being a feeler to an observer. So, what do we do once we spot the code? We work with it using a simple three-step protocol. Step 1 is to name it and locate it. When an emotion hits, don't just say, I'm sad. Be specific. I feel disappointed or rejected. Then notice where you feel it in your body. A tightness in your chest? A knot in your stomach? Just breathe into that sensation. This separates the emotion from your identity. It's not you. It's an energy flowing through you. Step 2 is to look at the origin with compassion. This is the most critical step. Ask the emotion, what are you trying to protect me from? When in my past were you helpful? For example, your extreme sensitivity to criticism might have been a childhood shield to ensure you were perfect, so you wouldn't lose love. Your fear of abandonment might be an old alarm system designed to protect you from being hurt again. Seeing this protective intention helps you stop fighting the emotion. You can say, "Ah, you were trying to protect me." Your method is just a little outdated. Step 3 is to make a new choice with your adult intelligence. Now that you understand the emotion's origin, you can choose a new response as the adult you are today. The old code screams, "Criticism equals danger, flee." But you can now say, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I'm safe now. I choose to see this as feedback for my growth." This new choice can be a small, micro step, like a silent sentence to yourself or a deep breath. Each time you do this, you build a new neural pathway. You're teaching your brain a new way to react. The ultimate goal here isn't to become an emotionless robot. It's to build a freer relationship with your emotions, transforming them from a master into a consultant. The old way is, emotion arrives. I am that emotion, I react. The new way is, emotion arrives, I observe it, I question its information, and I respond consciously. Anger comes and you think, interesting, anger is here. Is it telling me my boundaries were crossed? How can I express this need calmly? This makes you the architect of your life, not a victim of your feelings. You don't feel less. You feel deeper, but you are in control. You are not the sum of your old emotional codes. You are the consciousness that can read, understand, and update them. Today, we learned the language of your emotions. We saw how to recognize their outdated patterns, and most importantly, how to work with them in 3 simple steps. Remember, change happens in small moments of awareness. The next time a familiar, overwhelming emotion strikes, just ask yourself, what old story is this feeling trying to make me relive? To deepen this insight, keep following this channel. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. In the next video, we'll dive into the ego, the ultimate curator of these emotional codes. We'll discuss why the self you defend isn't real and how we can transcend it. You can find the link in the description. Thank you for your time. Wishing you mastery of your own codes. See you soon.